let's get right back at it. Get right back into these attempts of Sir Alonne. Last time, we did a very in-depth training session, and we learned a lot of things. I learned a strategy for how to get healing chances, which was actually kind of complicated. I learned that a mixture of shielding and rolling is the most effective, because I tried to just shield the whole fight and it did not work very well. Got better at the run back, and now I feel like we just need to put it all together. This run back, funny thing is that wow, what a start to the video. The funny thing is that this run back is not nearly, I mean, this is like 1% as difficult as the run back in Frigid Outskirts. I used to think this run back was absolutely brutal, but I'm just thankful I'm done with Frigid Outskirts. I mean, that was a gauntlet. Alright, take two. This run back does kind of psychologically mess with you, make it a little difficult to get in the flow. I mean, if the bonfire was just right outside the boss room, it might sort of break the illusion a little bit that it's difficult to memorize the timings for the boss fight, because you'd be able to just get right back into it and memorize the timings better. But I don't know, it would still be difficult. Definitely is a little hard to get in a flow. We have this run back, but it is part of the experience. It does make it more rewarding to win. Usually. Okay, so they will stop following you for a little bit, but then after a delay, they start shooting arrows at you. So I'm gonna get in before they start shooting me. Probably one buff out there, one in here. I think that's the way to go. Okay. Let's do this. Ooh, he delayed it, but I got adaptability for days. Do not get hit by that attack. Ooh, you can strafe that. Okay. I shield strafed it. Projectiles, you gonna go two or just one? Ooh, he's going for another one. Okay, slow wind up. Now, healing chances are so hard to find on this guy. Need another healing chance. Oh, he took forever to start healing. Okay, I can't rely on the... It's hard to explain, but I can't rely on, like, rolling into a heal necessarily. Sometimes... it's hard to explain. Sometimes it works. I think I have to, like, not rely on the buffer system. I have to, like, press it, like, wait for it when I'm supposed to press it. Oh, see? That's where it's tough. The only safe healing chance I've been able to find so far is if you're extremely far away from him and you start drinking your Estus, like, before he's even done charging you, so that you can finish drinking like, before he can do anything else. But you have to predict or know that you have enough space that he won't get you on the attack. I guess I just have to be all the way across the arena. But then he can mix in the projectile if you're not careful. And I learned he can do 2 projectiles in a row. So if you dodge one projectile and then heal, you can get hit with the second one while you're healing. I have not tried to do it, so I don't know for sure, but I don't think you would have time to heal before the second projectile. Man, those Alonne Knights. Oh, come on. I just want to fight the boss. Oh, yeah. So I guess what we learned from our first attempt there is that you have to be very, very far away from him for it to be safe to heal, assuming he doesn't reach you on the charge attack. Yeah, I think this is the second worst run back in the game. Although, recency bias is a thing. The run back to the 3-on-1 fight in the Sunken King DLC, that was pretty rough. There's like 7 different ways to go and they all look the same. Stuff attacking you the whole time. Ooh. That was close. Oh. Come on, don't shoot me. Zigzag patterns so their arrows miss. Now they will shoot me if I take too long to enter, which is really frustrating. See, they're starting to shoot me. Dude, I just have to suck it up and not go in set up. Once they, you can kind of dodge them and set up, but it's so difficult. Okay, not the best start. Wonder if I can strafe that. Might be worth risking dying once to figure that out. Sometimes he doesn't go as far. But if I'm all the way across the arena, then he doesn't reach me. Like right now, I can pretty much heal because he'll charge in. No, I can't. Maybe sometimes you can go across the whole arena. Oh man. The anatomy of a safe healing chance is more complicated with this fight than I've ever seen. Maybe there is no safe healing chance. No. Because, you know, I couldn't quite see where he was. So who knows, he might have walked a little closer before charging in. I'm going to use that to cope with the fact that there might not be a safe healing chance. Because I couldn't technically see him behind my character, so I didn't know for sure that he did an extra long dash attack up. Could have walked up and then dashed. I was trying to use the pillar. on. Oh my god! Once one of the archers hits you. I just want to fight Sir Alonne. Okay, when I have to heal this much, forget about setting up properly. The arrow guys are gonna ruin everything. Maybe if I don't wait for my health to go all the way back up, if I just start now, then they won't shoot me before I try to go in. Maybe if I stand in this specific corner, they'll always miss? I don't know. Who knows? What? Oh, he's shooting me. I thought someone... Well, I guess I have to use up one of my Estus and not have as much time on my buff. But I'm not going to be able to win this until I discover a reliable way to heal during the fight. See, that was just luck, I think. He just picked something that happened to not hit me back. I might have to settle for a mostly safe healing chance. And then just, if I do enough attempts with it, I'll win at some point. I prefer to get it down to a science, but you know. Let's try to get that healing chance that's safe. Oh, I knew it was coming, but I mistimed it. Can't get far enough away for the safe chance. That would have been it in hindsight, but sometimes he charges further. Could be something subtle that determines how far he charges. That might have been safe if I didn't try to drink twice. Okay. I'm gonna try fighting him not looking for guaranteed healing chances, because if I look for a guaranteed safe chance, it takes so long to find one that I'm doing like no damage and then I don't outlast him because I'm damaging him so slow. So I'm gonna try just sort of winging it a little bit and just using my on-the-fly judgment for what's a safe healing chance, but I've died a bunch of times trying that. But sometimes you have to switch it up if you keep dying too early into a fight. Okay, don't get hit by the arrow, because that starts all the combos against you. Start using the buffs earlier, so you have time before they start shooting you. Okay, go in before they shoot you in the back. Maybe if I stand in this corner, I'm safe. Nope, because sometimes they just come down. Come on. I'm just trying to not use up a heal before I go in the boss room. Let me use my slow life gems. Okay, there we go. Now don't shoot me in the back when I go in. goodness. Ooh, that delay. Projectile. Ooh, nice. I didn't know what he was doing, but I shielded. Okay. Getting in a flow. Okay, that time, longer wind up. I'm trying to figure out if there's a correlation between length of wind up and distance that he skates across, because that can affect what's a safe healing chance. Maybe the shorter the wind up, the less distance. That would be logical. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So let's go a little bit away, let's test it. But then how do you know it's a short wind up? That's the question. Because if you wait until you know it's short, then it could be long, and then you could get hit. So confusing. It'd be really nice to heal. Ooh, didn't quite have time, but I didn't get hit with huge damage. Now we can heal. Yep, we were far enough away, even the long attack. Ooh, that nasty delay. Whew. Let's go for another healing chance. If we just run as far away as possible. Sometimes he doesn't let you get away though. Ooh. Okay. Okay, now I should be able to heal. Nope, because he's going to run up instead of doing the charge. Dang it. I'm just going to gamble. Famous last words. I mean, oh, I guess you just have to be the entire length of the... But the thing is, if you keep trying to run away in order to be far enough such that it's a safe healing chance, it takes so long to get it that eventually you're going to mess up and just lose where you could have been damaging him the whole time. But unless you do the whole fight without getting hit like more than twice, you need a system for being able to heal it against him. That's what's hard to figure out. I think I've gotten him to like half health a few times, so I honestly think I might just have to... It's almost like you can kind of tell when you can heal without it being a logical explanation. Okay, don't get hit with the arrow this time. Oh, I get hit with the arrow. Okay, don't get hit with another arrow. Oh, man. Come on, heal beyond. Okay. Okay, if I can just dodge the arrows, I can set up. Okay, let me just kind of set up here. Whatever. Going in the fight, set up, but with one less Estus. Okay. Oh, that nasty, nasty delay. Gotta watch that. I'm dead. That's gotten me a few times. He seems like he's only going to do 2 hits, but he's actually doing a very slow and subtle wind-up for a 3rd hit. This is very difficult. If I was not in Company of Champions, this would be drastically easier because the strategy would be completely different. Instead of having to figure out a perfect healing chance, I could just try to start healing as soon as I get hit, like once. And then if every healing chance has like a 50-50 chance to work out, then something would work by the time I actually die. So you wouldn't need to know what a perfect opportunity is. But in Company of Champions, you have to be perfect with knowing when you have an opportunity to do which things. Okay, don't get hit with the arrow. It's so hard not to get hit with that arrow because there's so many distractions. This time I'm going behind you so you don't do it again. Okay, I just want to set up before the boss. Do not shoot me with arrows. Okay, I can get my setup done. No, I almost got done setting up. Okay, whatever. Alright. Let's do this. That's the attack that killed me before. Slow wind up. I wonder if there's an attack you can just strafe and that's the safe healing chance. But strafing is kind of trial and error. Unless you're shielding. Maybe I should test that out. I should do some shield strafing to see if there's anything that is a safe strafe. Like, that's not a safe strafe. Ooh, just barely had stamina left. That's not a safe strafe. Huh, I'm not risking strafing that. Projectile. Ooh, that nasty delay. Dude, my adaptability cooked on that one. That might be a safe chance. The slam down. Ooh, delay. Okay, let's wait for the slam down, or... Ooh, that would have barely been enough distance. Oh, he broke my shield and stabbed me right in the chest. You know, my best attempts have been ones where I just get to more than half health without needing to heal once. So I think that's going to be my strategy, is just to never need to heal. It sounds dumb, but if I just think about it like, don't get hit once, that might be what I have to do. If I can't figure out when it's safe to heal. Because I feel like there's no complete cheap shots. So it seems reasonable to do the fight without getting hit once, relative to some other things. Whew. The fact that he doesn't have anything that can just completely stamina bust me, that's unreactable, is a good sign. Like, I don't feel like there's anything that's super difficult to time if I have my shield. But at the same time, I haven't won yet, because something always happens. So let's just try to beat him. Let's just think about it like we're just not getting hit at all. Okay, well, I should not take this moment for granted. This is one of my favorite FromSoft games, and this is probably the last thing I'll ever really have to do in it, you know? Just gotta do the stupid run back. Again and again and again. And again. Now don't get shot with an arrow. Ooh, nice dodge. Maybe I have enough time to apply 2 buffs in the boss room. That would solve this issue. Nope, I do not have time to apply 2 buffs, so I do have to deal with the arrow guys. Huh. And I died because I thought I could apply 2 buffs, and I can't. So I just immediately lost the fight. Like, did they really have to make it so that guys shoot you with arrows right before the boss door? I mean, I feel like I have the... feels like I have the right to apply buffs before a boss. It's my right as a player. But at the same time, sometimes you just don't. Gotta apply it during the fight. Or whatever it may be. I'm burning through life gems, doing all these run backs. I mean, I can just go buy more, but still. Okay, I keep getting hit with the fireball. That's because I keep thinking it's gonna just hit the doorway like it did a few times, but it doesn't sometimes. Okay, duck in here to avoid the arrows. Wonder what's in there. Don't hit me with arrows. Okay, we're gonna have to consume Estus or we're gonna die. We're gonna have to consume 2. And there won't be time to apply the buffs either because they're gonna shoot us in the back with arrows. Alright, less heals, no buffs. Let's do this. We don't even get to full health from that. Wow, that slow windup is tricky. You know what? I realized something. That might actually be safe. It's hard to explain. Okay, so I just realized I just realized something. There's a weird thing with the buffer system where it like takes longer if you do it during the roll. Almost like it's punishing you for not timing it. You can strafe the last one, huh? I think I just figured something out. Ooh, might not be safe. That was close. I'm trying to like not use the buffer system, but just time the Estus drink after the roll, and it seems to do it a little faster. Ooh, that was lucky. That was, whoa, how did that not hit me? Must have great iframes. That was a good dodge. Ooh, last second. I think that's a safe chance. Maybe not. How is a slam down not a safe chance? It's like a rule of bosses. If you dodge their slam down, you get a chance to heal. Huh. Worked that time. Oh, he staggered. I'm gonna heal then. Yeah, I think I figured something out. Oh, see, that's what you don't want to do. Huh. Healing while getting hit. You might do 2 projectiles, so you gotta watch out. Wonder if I'm safe after the second one. Nope. Oh, I'm out of Estus. Crap. Got old Radiant Life Gems. Oh, I can kind of dodge him while consuming a life gem. Now I'm gonna get rocked though. Huh. Ooh. Well, that was weird. I thought I had less health. I wasn't even looking at my health bar. Oh, man. Ooh. Man, that was like full stage. Yeah, Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Nice. Ooh, okay. Came a little short. Is this it? Is this the end of my Dark Souls 2 career? I'm just shielding a bit because I lost focus. I don't want to take any chances while I'm unfocused. Oh, okay, good thing that wasn't a combo. Already gotten rocked. Here we go. One more hit. There we go. Wow, okay, so in the end, I never really figured out what the system is for healing properly. It's like, every time I thought I had it figured out, like this is a safe healing chance, there would always be exceptions to where he hits you anyways. And so I was just like, you know, like every time I'm confident that, okay, if you heal right after X happens, then I'll heal. Then it might work the first few times, but then as I came to realize, it all depends on what attack he does after. And so it's almost like it's luck whether or not something's a safe healing chance, but at the same time that makes it more skill because it's like you can't just memorize it. But then at the same time it's kind of luck because if there's nothing consistent about when you can safely heal, then how are you supposed to like win without luck being involved? So That was admittedly a little bit disappointing, beating it without sort of cracking the code. But I guess you could think about it like, you could think about it like you're just not supposed to get hit if you're in Company of Champions. Because like I said earlier, if you were not in Company of Champions, especially if you're not in New Game Plus either, it would be fine that the healing chances are a little bit luck, because you'd have several chances to try to heal after you get hit the first time, rather than just like 1 or 2 chances. So like, let's say there are certain situations where it's like there's a 2/3 chance you'll be able to safely heal. If you weren't in Company of Champions, then that would be fine, because you'd have like 5 chances to heal before your health bar actually goes down. Like, if you get hit, you can still heal. But, and you know, the odds of a 2 out of 3 chance coming through like any of 4 or 5 times in a row would be very, very high. So even if there's a little bit of luck involved and a little inconsistency in the healing chance, I do think it would be balanced if you're not in Company of Champions. So I can't criticize the fight for that. In Company of Champions, though, it's almost like you need guaranteed healing chances to feel like you're in control. And I didn't feel in control that fight, because it felt like I was guessing when I could heal. But the fight was still a very good fight, because if you don't get hit, you can be in complete control. I felt like I never felt like I didn't deserve to get hit. So I felt like I felt in control, except when I had to try to heal, if that makes sense. And overall, a very good fight. But I do think that the Fume Knight slightly edges out this fight in terms of enjoyability, just because I felt like I could sort of crack the code, yet the code was hard to crack, if that makes sense. This, I feel like you can crack the code as far as going hitless, like, okay, I know how to do this if I don't have to heal. But as far as healing chances goes, I could not find a consistent, like, mathematical way to get an opening to heal. So overall, very good fight. Nice shiny floor too. Look at that reflection. And I would say great playthrough, you know. I don't know what else to say. Very enjoyable playthrough. Huh, nice troll message. And yeah. What am I gonna do next? I'll probably play Sekiro. Oh wait, you get 1 smelter wedge for beating him? That's interesting. Does that mean there's 1 extra, or there's 1 I didn't find? Well, I beat all the bosses, so it's not like there's anything else to do. Okay, yeah, I wish I could conclude this in some kind of clever way. You know, there is a slight chance that I'll never have to log into Dark Souls again, which would be sad. I mean, Dark Souls 2. Could do the Dark Lurker, but like I said, you can't do that well in Company of Champions, so... And I've already done it outside of Company of Champions, like 9 years ago. So do I have to do it again? I do have the human effigies to spare, but... You know, my philosophy is, it's good to leave a little bit left to do in a game, just a little bit. The way I like to leave games off is do the hardest stuff, do the stuff that fully proves myself, and then leave just a little bit of extra stuff to do, just in case I crave feeling the physics, feeling the fun of said game again. Like when I finished Dark Souls 1, I intentionally left Calamite unfinished after beating Manus, because I knew at some point I would crave playing Dark Souls 1 again. And I did. I beat Calamite. It was a fun video. And, you know, I might do the same thing for this. You know, I could beat the Dark Lurker again. Could go for all bosses, even though I've already beaten the hardest ones. So I'll leave a little bit left to do, because Dark Souls 2 was my first FromSoftware game before I played all the other ones. It has a special place in my heart. And I'll leave just a little bit left to do after beating all the DLC bosses in this very hard challenge. So, that's the end of this. If I don't forget, I'll put all of these in a playlist. There were some audio issues with the first, like, all of the Sunken King parts, but, I mean, it was minor, but, you know, Ivory King on was fine with audio. But yeah, DLCs were really good. Really glad I did this challenge. Yeah. I'll probably relax with something in between this and Sekiro, because that'd be an immediate jump. So you might see me upload videos of kind of a relaxation game, maybe some random sports game. We'll see. And, yeah. Thanks for watching. Even if you just watched a little bit of this series, skipped through it, that's totally fine. Yes, I guess I'll sign off now. See ya when I see ya. Later.